One shot. Let's begin. Keyhole of Sin by Mido Matsuri. Translated by Seldom Scans and Baka Senin. Mido Matsuri. Look at this art style. We've read some of their stuff before. Now we're gonna read more of their stuff. I was so excited. I recognized it immediately when I saw the art style. And I'm like, we gotta. Let's begin, everybody. Keyhole of Sin. What do you see? The maids are kissing. What? Let's switch, Oscar. Okay. She's sticking her tongue in? Why? I wish I knew. That's weird. Really weird. Will you come to the woods tomorrow? After my drama club is over? Sure. You, Billy? I'll be here when my rugby club is over. A week ago. Ready, Oscar? I'll pull you up. Yup. Here we go. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm up. Thanks. You're so lucky, Billy. You can go anywhere you want. You can act, Oscar. I can't do that. Hey, do that thing from last year's recital. Ham. Ham. You mean Hamlet? Yes. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings of arrow of outrageous. Ah! Billy. Oscar, look! There's a door! It's just a regular wooden door. But why is there a door in the middle of the woods? It doesn't open. It won't even budge. Same on this side. Huh? Oscar, take a look through the keyhole. Keyhole? It's a grave. Someone's there. In the dead of night? Is he a gravekeeper? What's he digging up? Ah, he's leaving. He disappeared. What just happened? Which graveyard was it? The time also fell off. I couldn't tell if it was from the past or the future. Also, he wasn't a gravekeeper, Billy, but a grave robber. 4 days ago. Look, Oscar, there's a cat today. A cat? It's hungry. The sign says special hot dogs. Is it New York? It got the sausage. It's eating. So cute. Where is it today? It's a back street. Are they drunk? He took out a lighter. Is he smoking? No. He set it fire to the garbage. Ah! It's an arson. We must report it. But we don't know where it is or when. Someone's coming. Water. Hurry up. You need more. It went out. Phew. I feel tired. Open your textbooks. Continue from where we left off. Schubert held Goethe in high esteem. I fig- I figured something out about the keyhole in the door. What do you mean? I'm sure that the keyhole is showing us. I'm sure that the keyhole is showing us sin. Sin? Yes. The things we've seen have one thing in common: the grave robber, the cat that stole the sausage, and the arsonist. They're all criminals. What about the maids who were kissing? I only saw for a split second, but one of them had a ring. That was adultery. Bravo, Oscar. Do you remember our promise from yesterday? Of course. We'll go to the woods again once our clubs are over. Right away. Sins, huh? Is your deduction correct, Mr. Holmes? What do you mean, my dear Watson? Well, there's only one way to find out. What will it show us today? A boy is pinning someone down. His uniform. Oscar? Why? When? Where? What is Oscar doing? He's strangling someone. I don't believe this. Why? Just who is that? What do you see? Uh, what's wrong, Billy? Did you see something scary? Let's go, Oscar. Huh? Wait, hold on. Just what on earth happened? Let's stop looking through that keyhole. All it shows us is lies. What do you mean? That would never happen. Oscar, you would never you would never push someone down and strangle them. Oscar? So, my deduction was correct. Indeed. What are you? Stop, Oscar! Ugh. If you saw it already, I get it now. There's no point in hiding anymore. I've always wanted to do this with my own hands. That someone to do this to you. I saw through the keyhole. Was me. So, how was it? Huh? What do you mean, how was what? I'm telling you, those were my lines from the play. The play? Yeah, a play? Sorry for scaring you. It's the new piece we're working on at the drama club. Will you come to watch? I will. Your acting was perfect. I'm sure the play's gonna be a big hit. You think? That's great to hear. But what made you think that your deduction was correct? Wanting to kill me was just part of an act, right? And acting isn't a sin or anything. Yeah, about that, Russell. Look, sin. That's the title of the script. Sin? Sin! Oh, so that's what it was. That's weird. Really weird. I also have a rugby match coming up. Will you come to watch me? Of course I will. Right, right. That was a play. I was merely acting. However, you're taller than me, athletic too, but in that moment you felt fear. You couldn't do anything. Felt kind of good, but I'll keep that to myself. Next time we visited, the door had vanished. Perhaps it's somewhere else now, even now offering up its scenes. Scenes of sin, both deadly and harmless. A few years later, thank you, Mito.m. Seldom scans. Oh. I I like the story. I just kind of wish I had a different ending. Um so okay, cool. We got this. What is one of them wearing a ring? There we go. There's the ring. Got it. Nice and subtle. I was wondering too, cause like I think if they had a different ending, so we the door advance, press somewhere else. Even now, I'll forget but seen scenes of sin, both deadly and harmless. And then seeing them in the future, like where it's all okay, I'm like, I know that like people like definitive endings. I kind of would have liked a cliffhanger ending. You know, like I thought we would have seen like a scene from the Sin play, and then like it's like what you're just acting, right? Or it's like something like where it's it's unclear whether or not he killed her, or killed him. Right? They're both guys. It's unclear whether or not Oscar killed him. You know, it's like okay, like rather than a whole like choke, he's like Oscar. Would you like to rehearse with me? Like, oh yeah, of course. You know, I think that would have been like a pretty decent ending. Or like Oscar, I need some practice, or like I love method acting. And you see like them walk out of the forest perhaps, and I think that could have been like a nice ending cuz everything else was wonderfully tense and I love that. Like okay, what do you see? The door. And I felt so engaged throughout this reading. And I was like, okay, we're seeing this person here. And it was pretty cool, the deception of the sin. Was it a little bit like of a cop out to just be like, okay, it's named Sin, of course, rather than the acting of Sin? But this person was definitely doing both, kind of messing with them. And then, they're in this like, okay, you're gonna choke them there, you're gonna strangle them, sure, sure, sure. And that, throughout my thoughts of, okay, she's like strangling and she's gonna like kiss him or something, or I don't know what's gonna happen, or they're gonna kiss each other. We've been reading too much romance lately. And it's like, oh no, it's not sin, it's whatever. You know? I'm like, okay, but then as this person was going like just gonna kill him, so the kill was me. And then boom. Like the strangling thing, right? And then I like the method acting, the title of the script. It's obviously deceptive, obviously method, but again, I think this was wonderfully good. I like this. However, like you're taller than me, more athletic too. But then we felt for you couldn't do anything. Felt kind of good, but I'll keep that to myself. Like maybe even if it ended it right here, I think that would have been a good enough ending. And then this one here, the next time we visit the door had vanished. Perhaps it's somewhere else and offering up scenes of sin, both deadly and harmless. Because the fact that we established that the play was called Sin kind of already took it out. And so I think actually just ending this one page early would have been a good enough ending. But like, damn, okay. But the fact, and this is kind of weird to me to say, like asking a one shot to end a little bit earlier. I don't think this quite ruins the ending. It just makes me a little unsatisfied when they have this door. I don't need to know that the door disappeared. I don't need to know that perhaps it's offering someone else whatever, right? Because the sin is like the name of the play. But if it was like sin and something else, sure. Why not, I guess, right? But yeah, I don't know. One page earlier. Or add something else that builds tension. Because I think part of it too is that when I saw this, like the thing, like they're both going, okay, so they didn't kill each other, right? As weird as that sounds, like okay, good, happy, satisfactory ending. But I want a little less or a little more. This was in that weird in between area. But again, one thing if we don't quite remember Mito Matsuri, they made some really good work. So, if you've been in the channel, Bloody Sugar at Night. This was one that I followed for a while, and I'm like, dang, if only they had more translated chapters, that'd be great. I would love to read more of this. And we've read like plenty of their stuff. Is this Hotel Lobster Blue? Not translated. We've read the Halloween stuff. We read the Jane Doe stuff, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. No, we didn't. Okay, I'm a liar. Should I Sing to the Wild Roses is one we read, I believe, as well. Yep, yep, yep. Have we read Happy Bloody Valentine? I hope we did. Oh, maybe not, because it's like 3 pages. But anyways, I love their stuff. I remember Bloody Sugar last night. Steak Leading their stuff's great. So, with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being more, y'all. Peace out.